Hey everyone, Kano again here from the Marine Discovery Centre. Just adding on from the last couple of videos that we have done, speaking mainly about sustainability and the connection of country that the Aboriginal people had. So talking about sustainability, when we go out hunting to look for certain things, speaking of things, I'll give you a second to see if you might be able to guess what creature's skin I've got in my hands. And most of you have probably figured out that what this is actually a red kangaroo's skin. Now, with the kangaroos, when we go out hunting them, sometimes we might use things like one of the boomerangs that I probably mentioned in one of the other videos, or we would actually go out and use our spears as well. After hunting and catching the animal, we then take it back to where we are living at the time, prepare it, take the skin off and eat all of the meat, etc. A lot of the things that we tried to do was make sure that whatever we were catching and using, that we used it to its maximum ability so that there was actually no wastage. And this is a perfect example, using the animal's skin as actually a type of clothing. Now in the Aboriginal culture, particularly in this area, there are sometimes certain materials that are only meant for men and certain materials that are only meant for women. This is an aspect of the Aboriginal culture around lots of different things. Some things are for girls, some things are for boys. The kangaroo skin is actually one of the things that only the men would wear, and the women would actually sew together cloaks out of possum skin. Now, if I'm going to sew something together, how am I going to sew it? Because obviously we need a sewing needle and thread. One of the things that we actually used to create out of our sewing needles from were actually the bones from these animals. So we would actually carve off or rough it off and grind it onto a stone to get it to a nice sharp point. And we would actually use those things as our sewing needles, which can puncture through kangaroo skin very, very easily, and possum skin. This skin is roughly about probably 2 to 3 times thicker than human skin, so it's really, really good for in the winter times. And alongside using bones like that, we would also use them for creating fish hooks. We would sometimes use the tendons or sinew from the animal as a type of binding as well. And sometimes the oils from these animals for medicine stuff and lots of extra bits and pieces. So that's kind of a lot of the ways that we lived sustainably, by using as much of this thing as we possibly can. I might touch base on lots of other sustainability aspects of the Aboriginal culture at other times, but otherwise, this is a really cool one for the winter. Anyways guys, have a good day and see you next time. Bye.